Finally, we made it. Let's set it up so that when committing, our types are automatically checked. Then our code is automatically formatted with Prettier, and also so that ESLint checks all our files that were modified during the commit. For this, we will need two dependencies, Husky and LintStaged. Let's install them. I remind you that install W means that we allow installation specifically in the root package JSON, and D is for dev dependencies. Husky is a tool that allows you to manage what happens during a commit, and LintStaged is a tool that allows you to see which files were changed in this commit and apply certain commands specifically to them. So we want when we've changed one file, for ESLint to be applied exclusively to it, and Prettier exclusively to it. Because one day we might have a lot of files, and if we format and check absolutely everything with every commit, it will take a long time and irritate us. And we want this to work quickly. Good. We installed these two dependencies. Let's install Husky now. Husky has this feature where, besides being installed as a dependency, you need to run its command called husky install. Aha, there it is. It installed the Git hook for us. Good. And it already created the necessary files for it. All right. But such a thing, so our other developers don't have to worry about it, we need to add a script called prepare. Prepare means it's not an arbitrary name. It's defined by npm, pnpm, yarn, and so on. This command will be automatically invoked when we install our packages. And accordingly, a new developer comes, downloads our project, hits pnpm install, all packages will be set up for him, and then this script is called. You can also add some other scripts here, 2 ampersands and so on. But for now, we just want Husky to be installed automatically. Okay, we installed it. Now let's create our hook. Create a pre-commit file. So let's start by making it check types. When we commit, look, this is basically a bash script, and we're writing it in bash, and I don't want to cover this command because this is a JavaScript course, and it's something default that exists and is described in the documentation. The point is that it's something needed for Husky to work. Next, we can just write out the commands that need to run before a commit is made. So, let's check types in pre-commit. Let's go. Break types to make sure we can't push them. Const, about commit, const x number equals hello. Error. Let's first manually check that it works. PM1 PMB types really throws an error, but so does PMPM types, which checks everything. Great, there's an error. Now the task is this. We'll try to make a commit, but ensure it doesn't let us do it. Let's try. Okay, git status. Let's see what we have here. Good. Now git add all. Git commit message something bad. And we make a commit. We were allowed to commit something bad because we can't make it executable. So, how to make it executable? Well, you need to Google this error. Actually, I just need to, assign the right permissions in my system. But still, for illustration, I'll show you how to Google. Because it's not executable. There, and for your system, you can find some command good. So we were told this command. Let's call it git commit hard key. Let's add something else bad. Git commit method. fun.sync that again. Okay. All right. And let's now check our logs with git log. Something bad is present, but something bad again is not. Let's do it like this now. Okay. And then at the end info, we're just getting warnings because we didn't use X. Let's use it. So, est. You may notice that they're typing some nonsense now. Yes, like GST, GKM, PSG. The thing is, I use homage G as part of JRC. These are things that make your terminal look nicer and also provide other enhancements. I'll leave a link. The point is that GST is just like git status, and GKM PSG is just like git commit message. Convenient thing. I recommend using it. All right, okay. Let's go back to the usual commands to not cause confusion. Now, let's try committing it. It seems there is nothing wrong with the code. Git add all. Git commit message something good. You see, the type check started. There was no error. And that's it. We see that we managed to commit something good. But that's not all. We do check types, and we need to check types for all files, because in fact, you might have changed one file, and the types broke in another. And so I'm literally checking all types here. This PNPM types calls this PNPM types, and this PNPM types calls types in all our packages. It's okay. However, for example, if there is any stylistic error related to ESLint or Prettier, it changes in one file accordingly and breaks only in that one file. That's why we just installed LintStaged. Now let's configure it. How do we configure it? We need to create a LintStaged RC and YML file in all our workspaces. Let's create it. .lintstaged.rs.ml. LintStaged RC1YML. Okay, so, and you need to pass the following into it. How does it work? We tell it that all files matching this rule should be processed by this command. Namely, we specify them: Prettier, log level warn, cache, write. And in practice, when any file comes in, it will just pass to this command, and it will be invoked like this, and the paths of the changed files will go. That's how it works. Now, for more logic, I'll add additional output here. All right, so here we are saying that we want only TS, JS, JSON, and VML files to be processed with Prettier. Okay, now let's create the corresponding file in the backend. It's called statedrc in the same way. All right, let's create it. It's doing. In it, we will insert this code. We specify that ES, TSX, and JS files need to be run through ESLint with a fix flag, and then our files will follow in the same way. We also need to run Prettier, and for JSON, VML, and CSS files, we're asking to only call Prettier. Added it. So now let's also add it to web app. Let's say. And in web app, LintStaged like this. Here, roughly the same thing is set up for web app. Good. Added LintStaged settings. Now let's try. Here, for example, we are here. Where is any RPC for us? console.info.x. Well, right here we'll add a command. Yes, some kind of. which will technically be fixed using ESLint. Yes, that is. We see that we missed the curly braces here. And here, let's say, we'll add double quotes. Save all this, and try to commit it. Git status, git add all, git commit message. That is, real situations seem to work. Everything that was needed was done. The only thing is they messed up with formatting somewhere. In such cases, everything should get fixed at commit without distracting us. Okay, add something. Good. Again. All right, let's see. So, type checking passed. Yes, LintStaged.rc didn't work because we forgot to trigger it. Let's trigger it. To do this, add pnpm LintStaged to pre-commit. Okay, but now we have a problem that this file won't be shared because it hasn't changed. To remedy this, I'll modify it slightly. Save. Okay, now let's verify that it works. Git add all, git commit message. So I started writing appropriate messages. But this should always be done, especially since we're testing something. All right? Okay, something good. Git commit message. Okay, and watch. Here's the output of LintStaged.rc. Look, it formatted everything for us. How great, how wonderful. Everything is committed, no errors, and everything is good. Now, something else, related to VS Code. Let's say you have this code. If you try to format it with the format document command, like you're used to, it won't do anything. Because everything is already normal here. For example, with a space, it will help you, right? Even with a space, it didn't help. The point is, you need to enable ESLint checking as well. And for this, you can execute the following. One moment, you can call the following for this. You can open the command palette again. Call the Open Keyboard Shortcut command and add this object there. So, choose a shortcut that is convenient for you. Set these settings. This is the moment when it can work. And call the following commands. Simultaneously, format document. And then simultaneously with it also, ESLint. So this ESLint command fix all auto-fixable problems. That's it. And it will also be edited in VS Code. Good. So we figured it out. Our project is now automatically validated, and we can't commit anything fundamentally wrong. Development has become more convenient. Thank you all. I understand. You're probably a bit tired from all these settings that allow us to write quality code. And we would like to write more actual code. And now we're moving on to that. And just so you understand, all these settings we've configured in the recent lessons were needed to make development more convenient for us. We don't set them up just once, but rather copy them from project to project. So now everything will be easier to do and the code will be of higher quality. And we are slowly getting back to writing serious code.